All right there, guys. Good evening, YouTube. How are we tonight? In the midst of a Big 10-game main slate action happening tonight. As of earlier, I was not looking too bad. Was not looking bad at all. Hopefully, I still finish strong. But time will tell here, guys. Now we just got a notification here. Our Hurricanes tied now with Bruins here. So we got some goals out there. Penguins here on a power play. That's the game I'm tuning into. But let's discuss a little bit of housekeeping, guys. We are the DFS Quarry channel, mining for top picks for your main slate breakdowns. Today, like I said, on the Twitter at DFS Quarry, where you can get all your, tweet us away. We try to tweet as much as we can. I've been busy here a little bit as of recent. My brother on the middle of a kitchen overhaul. Myself just been busy at work. I try to get on when I can during the day, but sometimes I cannot do that. But anyway, let's cut right to it, guys. We're going to go right into the screen share and look at tomorrow's main slate breakdown. All right, guys. First game up on the slate here, we got the Washington Capitals heading to the Flyers to take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Washington, a 125 road favorite with an over-under of 6.5 here. When I looked at this, and these are current as of yesterday here, so let's look at a couple things here. Washington, 7-3 in their last 10 games here. And the Flyers look like they are 7-2-1. So both teams have had success in the past 10 games. Looking here, I'm looking really the thing I noticed right off the bat here. Penalty kill time you see here. Flyers, not a lot of time on the penalty kill. Capitals here, 49 minutes in the past 10 games penalty on the penalty kill. So a little bit more, certainly Philadelphia near the top and being a disciplined team. Takes you over here to Washington. Washington not drawing a lot of chances for the power play either at 39 minutes in 10 games on the power play. They have had some success in scoring 7 power play goals in the past 10. Philadelphia, we are looking at 6 power play goals in the past 10. But once again, 41 minutes. So that ends up being an average of 2 power plays a game roughly. Not overly good looking there. Then you go over here. This is the completion of all phases of the game. Let's take a look here. Philadelphia here giving up 370 shots in the past 10. So about 37 shots a game given up there. And then you get down to Washington. Washington taking 296 shots, giving up 304. Flyers taking 304 shots. Certainly, when you look at this goals for as a whole here, and we're going to sort this, you got here Philadelphia right here at 39 goals total. And then you can go right down here to Washington, not far behind at 33 goals. So I think really when you look at it, 28 goals against for the Capitals, 33 goals against for the Flyers. I really think that we're going to see some goals in this game. And like I said, I'm fading the power plays here. So when it comes down to it, it's trying to pair up with what lines you think are going to give it up. And like I said, you got this Voracek, Couturier, and Giroux line, Lindblom, Couturier, and Voracek. Lindblom, Couturier, and Voracek giving up 7 goals here. And that's even strength, guys. So what's the lines that? Looks like that's that second line here. So it really comes down to what second line is going to be paired up with against Washington when you look at it from that aspect. And do we get shots from those guys? And, really the way I think you can see it is I think that it'll probably be the second line. So Oshie, Backstrom, and Brana, I would think, are going to pair up with Lindblom, Couturier, and Riemsdyk. So that certainly gives way to looking at Backstrom, Oshie in play there with, reasonable price. 6,000 for Backstrom here and Oshie with 5,700. Certainly Ovechkin's production in the past 5 games has merited a play for him. And like I said, you look even at first line here. If that's the Giroux there and Voracek. No, that'd be the Giroux, Konechny, and Patrick line. 2 goals there, 1 goal against, I believe, is that line that they're having up there. Yeah. So they obviously haven't played. These guys haven't played a ton together yet. That's why that's probably 2 goals for, 1 goal against here. When you look at the Washington side of things, you see here, even strength wise, they do a lot better. Even strength here. Vrana, Backstrom, Oshie giving up 3 on even strength. And then even Burakovsky, Eller, and Donnelly giving up 3 here. And then you see a good bit of production from these top 3 lines in the past 10 games, even strength here. So I do like that second line of the Capitals with Backstrom and Oshie particularly. Let's keep going down here. Excuse me. Let's keep going down, see if we can't find a little bit of defensive plays here. John Carlson, 6,100. He hasn't done a lot lately to warrant the 6,100 here, but on a 4-game slate, I could see you grabbing that way, especially if you're looking at the Kuznetsov or the Backstrom and Oshie as your other pair. You're going to get that savings. I'm flipping the script here because, like you said, I do see goals in this game here. And maybe it is attacking the second line as well with Lindblom and Couturier and Riemsdyk. And certainly, even if you leave off Couturier and played Riemsdyk and Lindblom, you can do a complete game stack and still have a lot of funds left over to target maybe the games that we're going to talk about. That third line giving up goals, maybe you could look to Scott Lawton, Michael Raffle, and Ryan Hartman as well. I'm not sure I'm getting there. Defenseman here, a little bit more attractive defensively here. Provorov, 4,300 in play, and Sanheim, 4,200. Both these guys are in play tomorrow. Even Robert Hagg at 3,400, another viable option here. As I said, I didn't really see enough interest in the special teams aspect. If you think Elliott's good enough to hold this team off, he's certainly going to see probably around 35, 40 shots. I just don't. I mean, he's 3-on-1 with a 2.45. So recent stats show he's played decently, but we do know that this Capitals team is certainly capable of scoring. When you look over here, looks like we might see Copley, I believe here. No, Holtby. Holtby, 7 hours ago. Elliott's confirmed. So Holtby, 3-1, 2.21. Holtby also in play here. But like I said, I do see this being more of a shootout type game. But it is intra-metro division game. So I do think one of these goalies could be in play for you if you really game script it and follow the game script that you guys have in mind here. I personally here, I like the Capitals for the win. Let's go to the next game, guys. We're looking at the Toronto Maple Leafs heading over to Vancouver to take on the Vancouver Canucks. Toronto's a 191 road favorite with a 6.5 over under. And we'll get right into it here. As soon as these lines here load up. Come on here. All right, here we are. Toronto's lines here. Once again, let's go. Let's look here. Penalty kills and power plays. Vancouver here, 47 minutes. That's middle of the pack here for penalty kill. So some interest here potentially on the special teams. Maybe seeing what these teams do. Vancouver's giving up 4 power play goals in the past 10, and Toronto giving up 6 in the past 10. Vancouver not giving up too many shots, though, on the power play. Going over here Toronto's power play has really been lights out. 10 goals on 54 shots. And Vancouver's power play really has been not much to worry about here. Only 2 power play goals in the past 10. So not a lot there. Let's go up here. I got it sorted by goals for, but let's check shots against here. Vancouver giving up 317 shots against. Toronto giving up 346. So certainly I like if it's going to be Frederik Andersen, let's check that really quick. Markstrom and Frederik Andersen, not sure on that. We're going to have to check as this was updated 8 months ago. So certainly interest in Toronto's goalie here, as I think this is really going to be a one-sided affair. So let's go down here. Like I said, I'm going to target this power play. And really, you know, who do we got on here? We got Austin Matthews at 7,400, 7,300, John Tavares. Let's see. Really, what approach I'm going to do here is let's take a look here at Toronto even strength-wise here. You see Tavares, Hyman, and Marner in the past 10 games. Even strength has been that line with the goals here, leaving Kapanen and Marleau and Matthews with 4 goals here, even strength-wise. So really that puts me to favor the second line, but also one in correlation on that power play. So Austin Matthews here on the second line there and Andreas Johnson. Both these guys, I really like where they stand being on that first power play and second line correlation, because I do like where the second line probably fits in better being on the road. But let's just check here. What is Vancouver going to put up? Not a lot of goals given up here, even strength by Vancouver. But, you know, you are facing a Toronto team here. So, like I said, Johnson here, Matthews here. I have interest in Morgan Riley and Mitchell Marner as well. And you know what? Why not? Just John Tavares as well. Depending which way you guys want to format him. Anyone on this first line unit and also second line unit is going to be in play here, guys. I mean, we got a 4-game slate, only limited stuff you can do. So if you wanted to differentiate yourself here, you might say I'm going to play a different stack, primary stack from another game. Maybe you're gonna throw it all in on like the Ovechkin, Backstrom Oshie line here. This second line is still going to be in play. You've seen Tyler Ennis; he had a great game the other night or last night. Jake Muzzin at 4,000. These guys are very cheap, and certainly Kapanen alongside Matthews on that second line here. It's a good contrarian play that certainly is an option for that secondary stack if you wanted to take that approach. Like I said, Frederik Andersen, 8,200. I'm okay to spend that in both cash and a GPP setup. I like both of those. Going over to Vancouver. Obviously, if I'm playing Anderson, I'm not going to target these guys a lot. Really, I just don't know where their scoring is going to come from. Maybe you take a shot on Horvat, 2 goals and 16 shots. Levo probably is more attractive at 2,900 with 1 goal, 1 assist, and 15 shots. But, you know, I just can't see myself spending a great deal of time here on this Vancouver side of things. And like I said, I don't have interest here in the power play, and certainly no interest here in Markstrom if it is him tomorrow. Third game on the slate, guys. We got St. Louis Blues traveling to take on the Anaheim Ducks. St. Louis is a 152 road favorite, over under a 5.5, guys. So let's take a look here. We got Anaheim Ducks. We're going to open them up. And we got the St. Louis Blues. And this could be a viable stack as well. You know, but, you know, it's not going to be Gibson, I wouldn't think, on a back-to-back. All right, guys. All right, now that everything's open there, let's take a look here. Let's go over here. So let's keep going down here. We got St. Louis and Anaheim. St. Louis only giving up 273 shots in 10 games, so not giving up a lot of shots. You might fade. You might take St. Louis goaltender if in a cash play for the win, but I don't know if he's going to be GPP worthy. So Jake Allen projected against John Gibson, but once again, updated 8 months ago. So keep a watch tomorrow to see who they're going to come out with. Tarasenko and O'Reilly haven't done a lot lately, as you can see in the past 5 games here. But I really think they're going to I think they do stand in a good spot here against Anaheim tomorrow. Pietrangelo has been playing very well, 3 goals and assist at 5,600. He's in play as well. And as I said here, Jake Allen in play as well. Flipping the script here to Anaheim, I know that I'm pretty sure Getzlaf had a goal first period in the game tonight. But, I just don't see a lot of shots here defensively. Even I don't think Anaheim's taking a lot of shots. 293 shots for, 293 shots against. Not scoring very much, averaging 1.7. And the Penguins just win the game in overtime, guys. The Penguins have just won in overtime. So, sorry about that. But like I said, guys, Anaheim, not much to like about them. And really, if I'm trying to find some sort of contrarian play, I'd look here. Looks like here, 2 goals, even strength with Steen, Schwartz, and Bozak. Let's see, Steen, Schwartz, and Bozak. Looks like that's the second line here, roughly. So what line do you think Anaheim's going to run against that second line? And if it is Raquel and Silverberg and Henrique, I could see you taking a stab on that in a GPP setup there. So that would be my play and what I would look at. Certainly you're not getting a lot of shots there, but it's 4-game slate. You can't do it. You got to find ways to be a little bit different and take a shot. Last game on the slate, guys, we got the Calgary Flames traveling to take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas is a 141 home favorite with an over-under of 6. Let's take a stab here. So we got the Vegas Golden Knights right there. We're going to open them up, and we got the Calgary Flames. Certainly Calgary, a little bit, I don't think they've been dominating the circuit like they have here. 1 month ago, we had David Rittich projected against Marc-Andre Fleury here. So Fleury, one of the stars of the week last week with back-to-back shutouts. And you're seeing this first line start to come together as well as that second line here, guys. So really, I'm going to target maybe even the first and second line here. Let's check Calgary here. You see Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm giving up 5 even strength goals in the past 10 games. So my guess, that's that first line. Who do they put out there against that first line? I think they're really going to pair line one with line 1 here, and it's going to be Marcia Show, William Karlsson, Riley Smith. One of my favorite stacks of the night, and I think they're going to be in play here. Are they power play worthy? Let's check it out here. Vegas, 3 power play goals on 53 shots. The 53 is impressive here. At least going to get shots out of that if they get on the power play. Let's go up to Calgary. Calgary taking a lot of power play time, 6 power play goals. Let's check penalty kill. Penalty kill here. Vegas has given 8 power play goals up, so I like that and 6 for the Calgary Flames. So I like both sides to look maybe at that power play and line 1 correlation. And it's Riley Smith, it's William Karlsson, and Marcia Show on line 1's power play. And I'm okay there. Shea Theodore taking 22 shots and 5 points in 5 games at 5,000. A must play, if you ask me, from a defensive side of things here. Line 2 here with with Pacioretty, Stone, and Stastny. Is it Stone on the second line? Yeah, Pacioretty, Stastny, and Stone. I like that. I like that second line as well. You'll see Stone getting that first power play time at 6,700 and 5,900 and 4,900 for Stastny and Pacioretty, giving you a little bit of salary savings. Nate Schmidt at 5,500, another viable play. And certainly Marc-Andre Fleury at 7,800 is a candidate to play. But it is a Calgary team that we know they can put goals in. We know they can put some goals on the board here. So maybe Frederik Andersen's that surefire goalie tomorrow. Or you look at Holtby potentially against that Flyers team. But I like Fleury to win this one. But I don't know if it goes without giving up 3 goals or so. So, like I said, Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm against that line one in Vegas. Let's check the Vegas here side and see who's giving up those goals. You'll see here, Smith, Carlson, Marks show. It's going to be that line one showdown here, I think, tomorrow. Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm certainly will be in play. The line two here, you kind of see what happens here. You got Pacioretty, Stastny, and Stone. They've gotten 3 goals in 10 games, no goals against. So I think that the Calgary Flames are really going to be one line here, and it's going to be up to the Gaudreau, Monahan, Lindholm kind of line or their special teams to get something going. And like I said, here's your Monahan, there's your Gaudreau, there's your Lindholm again on that first power play. I'm okay there. Tkachuk and Giordano on that first power play would obviously be your other plays. Expensive, yes. But like I said, if those are your better plays. Looking here. Low cost guys, we really can't find a lot in this slate. Cesarnik here with 1 goal and 1 assist. I'm really thinking that our best target for potential depth scoring might be to head to both the Toronto Maple Leafs and these Philadelphia Flyers. So if need be on some salary savings, like I said it earlier, Raffle, Lawton, and Hartman here on this third line could see something against Eller and Connolly, or vice versa here. Certainly, I would think that Eller and Connolly are far better hockey players than these 3 guys here. But they're not as cheap. Toronto, we see that's going to be your should be I know the one guy, I can't think of his name here. Yeah, Nylander. So Nylander, Connor Brown, Patrick Marleau, potentially another guy's in play here. And I think Nylander had a big game the other night, if I recall, right? Or no, I had Hyman. Hyman had a big game the other night. So there's our plays, guys. Really, I think the story that we're going to see tomorrow is chalk. I think everyone's going to probably hover to Toronto. Vegas, I could see being chalky. Like I said, that Capitals Flyers game, I think, is going to be targeted highly. Certainly the Canucks and Ducks, I think, will be faded. Blues, I just don't know where the Blues are going to score. Certainly they haven't scored a lot recently. So I'm really not going to go into a lineup build here. Like I said, I don't think we're going to differentiate much tomorrow to know where the plays are and where the plays aren't. So that's really a quick video, 20-some minutes to go over exactly what we're going to be looking at tomorrow. So let me know, guys, certainly what you're going to play tomorrow. Leave a comment if you end up taking some of these picks and they work out for you. Leave a comment the day later or something. Let us know. Tweet us out. Happy to hear feedback, both positive and negative. I mean, if we completely missed the mark, We're not ashamed to admit it. It is what it is. Some nights are good, some nights are bad. So that's the slate, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Should be for another DFS Quarry mining for the top picks main slate breakdown. Have a good night.